gave was real. I even took you back and you still had no chill. Boy, you ain't gon' never learn. Play with fire, you get burned. I give you love, do the same to you, yeah.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome. I'm Lachey. I do beauty videos, chit chat, get ready with me, favorites of the month, vlogs, fashion videos, when I get some coins, not yet. But fashion videos are coming soon, and yeah, I do fun stuff, girl talk, all that good stuff. So make sure you subscribe because this channel is bomb.com. Do y'all catch that contour though? Oh yes, honey, catch it. Living. Oh, catch this whole look. If you are not new, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for coming back. So today's video is a chit chat get ready with me Easter edition. Happy Easter if you guys celebrate Easter. And this is a nice Easter spring look. I think this look is like bomb with this look, like a nice chocolate color, chocolate bunny type of thing. If you guys want to see how I got this look, of course do not forget to stay tuned, subscribe before you leave, before you do anything, give this video a thumbs up, comment below, let me know your thoughts. Pew, pew. Let's start. Happy Easter, everyone. I do have a little towel thing on. I'm not naked, but happy Easter. It is Sunday, March. It's April 1st. April Fool's Day and Easter. I'm drinking a vanilla chai. These are my favorites from Dunkin' Donuts. Not sponsored. I mean, I'm gonna clean up my eyebrows because I didn't do that off camera. So hopefully this doesn't take me all day. I tried to film a chit chat yesterday, but I had nothing to talk about. Am I the only one who hates doing stuff super late? Like, once it hits 1 o'clock, I'm like, the day's over. And it's 3:01. So my makeup is basically gonna take me an hour and some change. So I'm like, the day is basically over. My best friend's birthday is tomorrow. So I'm trying to, of course, last minute, because I do everything last minute. Trying to get her some stuff today to take to her house tonight because she is not feeling good. So she's not really in the mood to do stuff, but I'm still gonna, you know, take some stuff. Okay, so I did some of my eyes just because, like, I wanted to get that process out the way, and I kind of didn't know what to talk about. But now that I'm back, I'm gonna carve out, not even carve out, I'm just gonna like put some concealer on so the yellow can stand out. And I am not the best at cut creases, so please do not come for me. Oh wow, that's the first one I've ever made that has ever actually came out nice. Like, ever. Yes, about time. Look, I need to take a picture of this on Snap. Like, what? Y'all, I had to snap this. Like, wow. I'm fucking lit. I'm lit. I'm hype and I'm lit. Let's continue. Back into the show. Oh my gosh, I hope I didn't. Oh, of course. Fucked it up a little. Alright, well, anywho, what I wanted to talk about today, it's kind of like all over the place, but first, let's get in to the topic that's been pretty popular, which I only thought was popular for the last day, but I guess it's been talked about since the beginning of March. But it's Emily and Fab situation. If you live under a rock, let me tell you what's been going on. So I guess Emily, the rapper Fab, which you should know, I guess he supposedly knocked out her front teeth. He hit her 7 times, and there's a video of him supposedly having a weapon in his hand, threatening her dad and like trying to come at her. And I just feel like the amount of, I just keep seeing, there's a big debate on Facebook, people I know or live around, about how we're dragging it, it's not that deep. Domestic violence happens every day where we live. We should be focusing on that. And let me tell you why I went off on Facebook. my pet peeve when something happens that's from a big person, a star, people are like, oh, why are you worried about it? It happens every day where we live. Okay, and you're salty because we're sharing an opinion about something that's public. And I had one off because it's just like, you can't have an opinion these days. If it's happening where you live, you can't have an opinion because, oh, it's happening where we live. One, I don't know anyone where I live that I'm friends with who is in a domestic relationship. So I can share whatever I want and I can talk about whatever I want. Two, even if I did know someone, I can still talk about whatever I want and still, you know, feel sympathy for people I do know that's going through it. People feel like you can't ever care or express your opinions about something that's a famous person if you know someone that's also going through the same thing. Like, because your friend is getting beat where we live, I have to not care about a famous person because it's happening where I live. Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna share what I want to share, and I'm gonna post what I want to post, and people be tight. Like, so I have put one, and then people are also defending. Now let me just say, we don't know what was the situation with Emily and Fab, and I'm not saying I do know, but from the video, this is what I was talking about from my standpoint. From the video, I think, I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm gonna read what I posted yesterday, because people were honestly defending Fab coming at her dad. I'm gonna show you guys what I posted, because people are nuts. I said, you can tell a lot of y'all females been hit or tolerate being hit. Y'all dumb. There should be no question why she keep running towards Fab. Parentheses, she's recording him, assholes. And should be no defense about her family being at his home. The fuck, that's her dad. If you mean, if I called my parents to our home, I can. The fuck. And 3, he threatened her dad. The fuck, y'all dumb. That's what I put. Because, but even if we don't know what happened in that argument, what we do know is that's her dad. That's also their home together. So in a video, he was like, why would you bring him to my home? We heard that. She's crying saying, that's because that's my dad. Because that's her dad. And my point, which I told, like, people said, like, it makes sense. Now, if it was a regular day and her dad wanted to come see the kids or drop something off, would he be upset? Probably not, because it's her dad stopping by. But why are you upset when he wants to protect his daughter? So obviously something had to have happened, because like, I just don't understand people. This one girl is just like, I will be mad too, rolling up on my property. That's not no regular man. That's her father. I don't care what's happening. You can't tell me that I can't bring my parents to our home. Nigga, I live here too. Like, I was just I cannot believe people are really defending that, you know, her dad being there. And I'm not talking about the situation because we don't know what they're arguing about, but I'm talking about just defending the fact that her dad's there. That's all I'm talking about. Why can't her dad be there? I don't care what the situation is. Her dad could be there if he wants to be there, because that's my father and this is my property too. I can call whomever I want, especially if they're my parent. So I cannot believe people were really saying like, oh, that's 3 against 1. What? And he had a weapon in his hand. And then even if the weapon wasn't serious, he also was like, I got a bullet with your name on it. 3 against 1, but you're threatening my dad. So that's what I'm saying. Like, people were really defending him. And then 2, people were like, why she keep running up towards him and running back and forth? If you can't see, assholes, let me not be mean. If you cannot tell, she was recording him. I was obviously for proof, and whoever was recording from higher up, who's to say she knew they were recording from higher up? She probably was taking it for her own, you know, her own proof without knowing that someone in her house obviously was already recording it. I'm just like, what do you, like, she's not running. Obviously no woman would keep running back and forth if you're scared of them, if they wasn't like recording or trying to do something. So I'm pretty sure she wouldn't purposely be trying to like provoke him. And then someone else said they're provoking him. What? How are they provoking him? Like, and if it is true, based the situation, like she called her dad and her brothers to remove his guns out the house because she felt like she was being threatened, then why is that a problem? Because what am I gonna do? I'm gonna call my husband. I'm gonna call my baby daddy, who I'm scared of, and be like, yo, can you come remove your guns out the house? Because I feel like you're gonna use them on me. Like, no, you're not gonna do that. Either I call 911 or I call my father. I feel like he would have been more mad if she called the cops. Like, hey, there's guns in my, like, yeah, if you're defending the situation as far as like her dad being there, I'm just like, you must be used to being hit. And I'm gonna take this gold around. And hopefully don't fuck this up. I have such a shaky hand. I'm gonna let this dry while I talk to you guys. But yeah, I feel like if I'm looking down, it's because I want this to like, I don't want this to get on my upper lid. But I just feel like, I'm not defending any, I'm not saying I know what they were arguing about, but only thing I'm defending is that she has the right to call her parent, her family, if she feels she's threatened. Point blank, because it's her home also. She ain't asked no regular person to come. She didn't call the cops. All I'm saying is she called her dad. What is the issue? People just get so mad when you want to talk about something that they don't want to see, basically. Like, I didn't want to see a lot of the posts I see on my Facebook, but I let it go, you know? I let it be seen. Or I didn't, like, share that I was annoyed, so. And besides that, a lot of people were like, oh, she's just going to go back to him. And I found that annoying because how do you know? Like, I actually commented to a girl who said that on the Shade Room post, and she didn't reply, but I was like, you know her personally? Like, I was being sarcastic, but like, how do y'all know, like, if she's gonna take him back? But hey, if she do, that's her business. And I just know if someone ever put their hands on me, deuces. And people be like, oh, it's easier said than done. No, it's not. I really feel like if you let a man put their hands on you and you stay, you're weak. Simple. I'm not trying to be insensitive, but you're just weak. And I know people that have been in abusive relationships, you know, loved ones and all, but it's very weak. It's very weak. Especially if you witness someone being a parent or a sibling, and you go ahead and then you go and get in one and not leave. I feel like, come on. Like, you should be smarter than that. Like, you witnessed it yourself. Why would you allow that? Why would you stay? But that's just my opinion. Like, I know myself. I'm not allowing no man to put their hand on me. I honestly am not. And I don't mean to be insensitive again. If you've been in an abusive relationship, so don't come for me, y'all. Don't come for me. Speaking of come for me, I have another subject I need to talk about. And I get annoyed when I see these kind of posts. And it's not to anyone specific, because I see these posts all the time. When I post that I am looking for a new job, people feel a need to think that I can't hold a job down. That is wrong. Before I started sharing that I, you know, don't like certain jobs and that I leave them, you know, before all of this job hopping, I had a job for over 2 years. And the job before that, I had for 2 years plus. I've always gotten paid good money. My resume is excellent. I have a great customer service. I do not get minimum wage. I always get above minimum wage because I have good work experience. After I left cosmetology, that's when I kind of started job hopping, because I think I was over, I don't know, I think I got in routine working for a company for over 2 years, and then I was like, fuck, I should have stayed with them. So I think my body was like regretting leaving. But people think like, oh, look at you hopping around from a job again. And I'll just be like, y'all, I'm only hopping around now because it doesn't work around my schedule, you know, what I want to do and what I need to do. Honestly, feel like I'm gonna keep certain things out of my vlogs and stuff, because people's opinions get too annoying. And I know I'm very opinionated, so I can take what I can dish, you know, or I can dish what I, you know, the saying. But what am I trying to say? Yeah, but I can hold a job down, y'all. Trust me, I can hold a job down. I can. And I can get a job with no problem. So I finished my eyes. Hope you guys can see I finished my eyes. But like I was saying, and I hope no one gets offended, because I'm not offended. I'm just, you know, I can come off as very aggressive, very defensive, and I know. And I'm not trying to come off that way. So if you don't, please don't comment like, you know, dumb shit. Because I'm not trying to come off as defensive. I'm just explaining because I'm explaining because I don't like people to think that I can't hold a job down. So the comments do get a little annoying, but I'm like, well, I put it out there, so Oh, this is a Pure Cosmetics little beauty blender, and this is really, really dope. It's as good as the actual beauty blender. It's like way softer, I feel like. Well, it's soft but firm, but not like too firm. But yeah, I don't want people to think, you know, your girl can't keep a job, because I can. And let me tell you guys why I job top. And I had to sit down with myself and really ask myself, why do you feel the need to like keep leaving jobs? And not even feel the need, but like just let you guys why I wasn't working out at other jobs. And it's because the jobs that I was getting that I kept leaving, I was only getting them just to like get a job, you know, and make money. That's it. And when you have other goals and careers, that's not enough sometimes. You don't feel, there's no fulfillment. I didn't like what I was doing. So I'm the type, I'm not gonna settle. I know I have to pay bills, and sometimes you have to do what you have to do. I realized I kept leaving jobs because it wasn't giving me what I needed, and I didn't know I needed to work towards something. I was just job hopping because, you know, at the time I needed money. I wasn't really trying to go after my goals and careers and my aspirations. And when I did, it was always after work, and I was tired because, you know, the typical 9 to 5, you're tired. And not that any other shift is gonna make you less tired, but I didn't like doing stuff after work because I'm more of a night owl. And for me to stay up all night when I have to get up at like 7 in the morning, it really like makes you more tired, and you're late for work, and then you don't end up getting stuff done. So when I got a new job a couple months ago, I realized like now I have goals that I need to do, so I need this type of job to fit that goal. Before, I wasn't really thinking of my goals. I was just taking a job just to get money. And then I was like, this is what I need to do to get where I need to go. So that's why I started looking for an overnight job, which is hopefully I get the one I applied for. Because they just called my references, so hopefully, fingers crossed, I get the job. But you know, everyone's like, well, is this your last job? You know, you have so many jobs lately. Because I was not happy, 1. 2, the schedule was not accommodating. 3, I didn't have goals that I was really trying to work for. So now that I'm trying to work towards something, I need to schedule that best fits that need. The job I'm at now, the schedule is not accommodating. It's very, very stressful. It's sales oriented, and I'm not sales oriented. There's a lot of reasons why people leave jobs and people don't understand. I could be crying every day coming from my jobs, and you guys don't know that, but what you see is that I leave my job. So you don't know how they make people feel. And I have a therapist that I have to see, and I've had to cancel numerous times or reschedule because this job is not accommodating, because, you know, for whatever reason, they're very into sales and not into their employees. And I've been sick and haven't felt well, and I've told a manager that, and she bypassed it and was like, well, make sure you don't call out again. Didn't care about my well-being, don't care that I need to see a therapist, don't care that I have bad anxiety, but care that I have to be at work every day and have sales quotes, and, you know, make sure if someone applies for a credit card, make sure I'm asking, you know, do they have a savings account? Just very focused on sales. And that is a lot of stress when I have anxiety really bad and I need to see my therapist. So my old job where I was at for over 2 years, they were very understanding. Like, honestly, I learned that phrase, the grass is never green on the other side. I truly understood that once I left that job, because I used to complain about that job, which was also banking, you know, a bank finance. But I was there for so long that I complained just because, you know, I was over being a teller. But now that I see how flexible they were, I'm like, wow, they were so understanding. When I did call out, there was no questions asked. There was no, we need to have a one-on-one. You know, you're calling out too much. They understood my mental illness when I'm not feeling well. The place I'm at now, I feel like it's not understood. I'm not really cared for. The schedule's not accommodating. I've had to cancel so many appointments where they're important, you know, whereas I'm used to not having to cancel, because if I need that day off, I can take it off. Yeah, I'm not gonna stay somewhere where I can't see my therapist weekly, I can't, or even every 2 weeks, I can't leave 30 minutes. So I had implemented a goal, a schedule I needed, and I was like, I need an overnight job. And I didn't just quit like I usually would do. the past 8 months, I implemented a plan, a checklist. I was like, I'm gonna move first. I did that. I'm gonna look for an overnight job. I'm trying to do that. And then I'm going to start my acting class next, oh, it's April now. I'm gonna start April 12th, my acting class. So I'm actually working towards a goal now, where before I was just like moving all over the place with no goals, procrastinating, just want a new job because I didn't like it. Whereas now, I'm actually, you know, I'm actually working towards something. So it is a little frustrating when people only see me moving around, but again, I put it out there so I can understand. And another thing, and I put it on Twitter because it's very true, let me tell people that I'm not trying to be a nurse, I'm not trying to be a doctor, I'm not trying to be a lawyer. So I will never stay in one appointment. People are like, well, are you going to be there forever? I'm not trying to work towards something where I need to stay there forever to gain to gain experience. If I was trying to be a nurse, then yes, it would look marvelous for me to stay at one place of employment, get the experience, work my way up. It looks good. If I'm trying to do the non-traditional route, I will never be one place forever because I'm not trying to move up, you know? If I'm trying to be an actress, I'm trying to be a fashion stylist, or, you know, a YouTuber, which I'm not trying to be a famous YouTuber, that's just not as realistic, then I'm not gonna, obviously, of course I'm not gonna stay in one place for years unless the schedule, is honestly flexible, you know? So people need to understand these are stepping stones. This is not what I aspire to do. I don't aspire to work as a bank teller for the rest of my life, so why would I stay there for the rest of my life or stay there for years? You know, when there's so many people who actually want to be a branch, you know, maybe people want to be work in finance, they want to be a manager in a bank. So I'm taking away their opportunity. They could be a bank teller for a couple years. That's what they want to do. You know, they want to work in finance. I don't. Why would I stay somewhere for years? You know, I do hope this overnight job does last me until I make it, you know, so because I don't want to hop around too much. I just need a schedule that works. But so it can get very annoying when people don't know your intentions or your plans, and they're like, oh, well, girl, you know, you just move around too much. Like, no, actually, I don't. Actually, I don't. Don't clock me. No, I'm kidding. We all have stuff that we're working towards, and my route is just not the same as yours. That's the only difference. That's it. Just different routes, and that's okay.
Love for you, but for him, then tell me, baby, how does it make you feel? How could you play me when the love I gave was real? I even took you back and used.
But yeah, it's good to just work towards goals. Like I knew what I wanted to do, but I didn't know how to get there until I realized, I sat down, I was like, this is what's stopping me. What's holding me back is the job sometimes. I'm like, you know, if you miss a few opportunities because of your job, like, it might not have been for you. But if everything you keep missing is because of your job, like, maybe you need to, like, get a new schedule. And that's what I'm doing. I'm not gonna, like, complain about something I can't change. They always say, if you're unhappy, change it. And I definitely love that quote. Where if you're unhappy about something, it is in your power to change it. And for me, my being able to do appointments and like important appointments is extremely important to me. So I cannot stay somewhere that is extremely hard for me to, you know, do my day-to-day task. And people are like, well, when are you gonna sleep? I rarely sleep. I'm a night owl, and I'm gonna sleep, you know, when I come home from work. I'll probably be up at like 7. I'll sleep till like probably like 10 or 12. If I don't have an appointment, I'll just sleep till day, till like 2 o'clock, you know, 8 hours. The acting class is only on Thursdays, and it's at 7 p.m. So it's a really good schedule. So I'll still have time to do stuff and sleep. It's just I'll have more time if I have to go to like multiple appointments. At least I know when they're like, oh, can you do it this day, this time? At least I know I can say yes instead of, oh, I work that time. Can you do it after 4? Can you do it before 8 o'clock? Like, I won't have that issue. And I like being up at night, so as everyone could probably tell, I've really been trying to get into the law of attraction. And I'm trying to get into, what you want, you have to act as if you already have it. And I really do believe in that. So I've been trying to really focus on acting like I am already where I want to be. So if you want to be a doctor, act as if you're already a doctor. So dress like a doctor. Buy your doctor stuff. I have a acquaintance, a friend that actually does that. She has like a doctor coat. She has doctor kit, a doctor like little box thingy. And people be like, well, why is she wasting her money? And I understand, like, you have to act as if you are the career you want. And it's really good to do that, honestly. So yeah, you have to act the part you want to be. If you need to go somewhere, if you need to be something or go somewhere in life, do what you can to get there. And, you know, work your butt off. And that's what I've been trying to do. As far as acting, I guess I can tell you guys what I would want to act in. Really want to be in, like, I would really like to star in like a Netflix series to get me started. I feel like that would be a really breakout role, of course, after I get, after I get experience. And I would love to be on a TV show, like a Star kind of TV show. If you don't know what Star is, it's on Fox. That is my show. But I like TV shows like that. That show is like my inspiration. I would like to be on a show like, even like This Is Us. That's my show. But what is everyone's dream career? What are you guys' dream job? And oh, let me tell you how annoyed I was at my job. One of my coworkers, I was telling her what my dream job was, my career, well, what I want to be and gonna be. She was like, oh yeah, that used to be me when I was younger. We all have that dream. Like, she wanted to be an actress. I'm like, bitch, that's you. Just because you decided to settle, don't mean I'm gonna be. People always trying to like make you think what you want to be is unrealistic. Like, even if it is, you're just being salty. Like, you're being salty because you didn't go after what you wanted to do. So don't put that on me, I don't know what kind of lip I want to do. I think I want to do a brown lip, honestly. Or should I just do a pink lip? Alright, so let me just change my shirt, be back. I think I'm going to keep this lip on, but then change it to a brown lip. So this is the finished look. I think I'm going to change the lip to being brown. Yeah, I like this way better. So this is the final look. I think it's very Easter spring inspired. I feel like the lips are like a chocolate, like a bunny type of look. So I hope you guys like this tutorial and like my chit chat. Yeah, I hope you guys come back to my channel. If you're new, again, thank you for coming. Make sure you subscribe for more chit chat, get ready with me, beauty videos, all that jazz. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.